Tennessee to keep from looking at you. Constantly reminded of the damage love can do. Amped up like a junkie praying for a little sleep. I tried every kind of medicine to keep you from my bloodstream. Goddamn the way I love you. 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 Your love is gonna put me in the grave. I got no more soul to say. Goddamn the way I love you. Goddamn the way I love you. I told myself I never, but I don't believe it. I probably let it go, but I can't conceive it. I found a dream that ain't gonna leave. I finally figured out there ain't no reprieve. Goddamn the way I love you. Goddamn the way I love you. Oh, goddamn the way I love you. Goddamn the way I love you. Your love is gonna put me in the grave. I ain't got no soul to say. Goddamn the way I love you. Goddamn the way I love you. I drove all the way to Tennessee to keep from looking at you. Constantly reminded of the damage love can do. Goddamn the way I love you. Goddamn the way I love you. Goddamn the way I love you. Jesus and Elvis painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends need the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. Lola built this joint in '67, and a boy went off to fight on Christmas Eve in a war nobody won. She lost her only son. Now everything he loved is what you see. Jesus and Elvis painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Yeah, me and my old friends beneath the neon cross and the string of Christmas lights. Lola told him Jesus loves a sinner, and his daddy told him music saved his soul. Between the drunkards and the band, It's a fitting promised land for the King of Kings and the King of rock and roll. Jesus and Elvis painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends beneath the neon cross and the string of Christmas lights. So if you need a shot of Dickel or redemption, where the Delta meets the Sea of Galilee, and get washed in the blood of the Mississippi mud, come all you non-believers and you'll see Jesus and Elvis painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends beneath the neon cross and the string of Christmas lights. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends beneath the neon cross and the string of Christmas lights. By and by, Lord, by and by. By and by, Lord, by and by. Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to episode 35 of Alone Together Tuesdays, and the first show of 2021. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining in. I'm excited about the new year, and I felt like we ended the last year on a real strong note. That show was really special for me. We played 3.5 hours and did all requests, and a lot of y'all shared your stories with us, allowed me to share them with y'all, and it was really moving and powerful and humbling. All of it was very humbling. So thank y'all for riding with me through 2020, and I'm looking forward to 2021. So yeah, I feel like I have a lot to say, but I probably should just sing a song here, and so let's start with this one. This is not that different than 2020 with my. Anyway, I'll get it dialed in one of these days. She's a railroad lady, just a little bit shady, spending her days on the train. She's a semi-good looker, but the fast rails, they took her. Now she's just trying to get home again. South Station in Boston to the stockyards of Austin. From the Florida sunshine to the New Orleans rain. Now that the railbacks have taken the best track, she's just trying to get home again. She's a red once a highball and loner. Well, he thought he could own her, and he bought her a fur coat and a big diamond ring. But she hiked him for cold cash in a town on the Wabash, never thinking of home way back when. She's wrong, yeah. But the rails are now rusty and the dining car's dusty. The gold-plated watches have taken their toll. The railroads are dying and the lady's crying on a bus to Kentucky, and home, that's her goal. She's a railroad lady, just a little bit shady, spending her days on the train. She's a semi-good looker, but the fast rails, they took her. Now she's just trying to get on again. On the bus to Kentucky and home once again. All right. Next time I'll even remember what key I played. All right, 2021. We're off and running. Yeah. That was I believe that song was written by Jimmy Buffett and Jerry Jeff Walker. I may have that wrong, but I think that's right. And I've told y'all before some of my Jimmy Buffett obsession early on in my life. Jimmy Buffett was really one of the main guys that influenced and inspired me. And like I was way in. I subscribed to his newsletter. I went to all the concerts. I had the box sets. I wrote him a letter when I was 15 and left it at Margaritaville, a restaurant in Key West, saying, Jimmy, like, I'm a songwriter, you're a songwriter, maybe we should just go sail around the world together. And one of my first songs was called Jimmy, I Want to Sail With You. Which was, all I remember is, I don't even remember the melody, but I remember Jimmy, I want to sail with you through the islands and the pylons, chasing dreams that might come true. Yeah, that's all I recall. Anyway, never heard back from old Mr. Buffett. But a couple of funny things, as long as we're talking about Jimmy Buffett, that to me are funny in my life, having to do with him is my high school quote, my senior quote was a Jimmy Buffett quote. My friends and I all use Jimmy Buffett quotes as our senior quotes, and mine was, I've read dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I've learned much from both of I've read dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I've learned much from both of their styles, which is a pretty great quote, I thought. But whoever the editor was screwed it up, and they said, so my senior quote says, I've read books about criminals and stuff, and I learned things from them. It's Carll, class of '94. So it didn't have quite the same charm. And then later on, I had a job working at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion in the Woodlands, which was like this 14,000, 16,000 seat amphitheater that Jimmy Buffett would come through every year. And it was a great job that I rarely went to, but I had the uniform, and I would go. I was supposed to work in the parking lot, but I wanted to see the concerts, so I would go check in all the time at these shows like I was going to work, and then I would go inside with my backpack and I would change out of my uniform and put on my street clothes. And the time I got busted was at a Jimmy Buffett show. I went in to see Jimmy, and I ended up getting fired from that job. Anyway, that's it. Let's do another tune here. This is one by my buddy Adam Carroll. Well, down in Louisiana, you got too much to lose. Said down in Louisiana, I got got too much there to lose. I got 20 years of living with these old Cane River blues. Yeah, I work at tenant farming, Jacob is my name. I work at tenant farming, Jacob is my name. Getting blisters on both my hands from picking that sugar cane. I got a son named Jimmy, I got a wife named Marie. I got a son by the name of Jimmy, I got a wife named Marie. Yeah, I'm getting old working in the sun all day, but she done alright by me. She said Jimmy needs some schooling so he doesn't end up like you. She said Jimmy needs some schooling so he doesn't end up like you. I'll be buying his books on the money I make. It's a damn hard thing to do. Mr. Jackson wants to see me, so he called me in at 4. Mr. Jackson wants to see me, so he called me in at 4. He said, I got me a combine, Jacob, I don't need you anymore. Well, I got me a brother named Virgil, and he sells crack cocaine. Got me a brother named Virgil, and he sells crack cocaine. Yeah, he got rich a long time ago when he left that sugar cane. Oh, now Virgil said, hey Jacob, can I make you a deal? Yeah, Virgil said, hey Jacob, can I make you a deal? I gotta get some goods to Opelousas, I need you behind the wheel. We were headed south on a 2-lane road called Highway 190. We was headed south on a 2-lane road called Highway 190. Mr. Trooper pulled us over outside of town, said step out nice and slow. Well, Mr. Trooper shot poor Virgil when he tried to run. Mr. Trooper shot poor Virgil when he tried to run. Yeah, but I got Mr. Trooper with Virgil's old shotgun. Yeah, down in Louisiana, you got nothing left to lose. Sit down in Louisiana, you got nothing left to lose. So I'm heading to Angola where these old Cane River blues. All right, Cane River Blues, Adam Carroll. That was one from my. That's a song I used to cover probably every night back in my early days of playing music, and I haven't done it in a long time, so I wanted to pull it out here. So anyway, how are you, everybody? I hope we're doing well. I hope the new year is off to a good start. Cheers to you. Thank you for being here. Just a little housekeeping real quick. Two things. One, we're giving away records tonight. If I can, oh, here it is. This week we're doing my most recent record, or it's not my most recent, it's the one before it. This is called What It Is, and I'm giving away 2 copies. So one to folks on Facebook, if you share the show, you get a chance to win it. And if you're on YouTube, just like the show and ideally follow me on YouTube, and we'll give one away there. And so that's that. I'm trying to get some more folks in. And last week's postcard was this. That's Winnie, my dog, and it was a hit. We ran out of them actually. So for folks who contributed to the show. And so we have more on the way. So most of the people should have gotten them by now, along with the lyrics. I mean the set list, if you ordered that.
But if you haven't gotten your postcard yet and you did contribute last week, I apologize. It shouldn't be many of you, but the postcards are coming, and as soon as we get them, the next round we'll send them out to you. And that shouldn't be too long. And a thing we've done now on my website, if you go to my website, we're going to have all of the postcards listed from all the shows, so you can just pick which one you want, write the number down, and get that. And then also we're going to be have the set lists. And I think I'm going to go back retroactively and start adding some of those set lists. So anyway, that's that. Just trying to find ways to make a living. Thank y'all for allowing me to do this. Arkansas, my head hurts. Yeah, I'd love to stick around and maybe make it worse. But I got a girl out in Henrietta, and her love is like tornado weather. And it's girls like her, they keep me trying. She goes off like an air raid siren. Come in clean, leave torn apart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken Indian summer, Oklahoma sunset. If there's a nicer place, I hadn't been there yet. I'm standing outside of the blue door. I got too tired for sleep and too drunk for more. It's nights like these, they keep me trying. A woman always knows when a man is lying. It ain't me, I'm just playing a part, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a I'm gonna get old before I'm any good at this. Who's the president and what year is this? Why doesn't anybody speak about truth anymore? Maybe that's what songs are for. You're the wind and I'm on fire. In this line of work, no one retires. Come in clean, leave torn apart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken heart. Scott Nolan. I'm starting off the show playing songs by my friends, with the exception of Jimmy Buffett. He's not my friend. I did write him a letter once. I did use his words as my senior quote, but we're not friends. Just want to make that clear. I mean, I think we're friends. He doesn't know who I am, so. Let's see here. Yeah, I would wake up in the morning, long and lean, stopping at the corner, cigarettes and gasoline, rolling down Main Street, shifting through the gears, rolling up that highway they've been working on for years. 1 eye on the sunrise, 1 eye on the clock. Come tomorrow morning, Lord, I'm gonna make it down a little rock. Yeah, I searched through LA County, the valleys and the stars, Del Rio to the bow, all them honky-tonks and bars. I felt you in Seattle, driving through the rain, banging through New York City, just calling out your name. For all these years of searching, I finally found my spot. One way or another, Lord, I'm gonna make it down a little rock. And all my life I tried to find a piece of this earth for my peace of mind. All these years of searching let my troubles disappear. I maybe find a place where we can sit and drink a beer. Have a pack in 7 hours, put up on the shelf, singing to the radio and talking to myself, screaming through the forest, magic on my soul. 90 miles an hour on the cruise control. I'm blowing by the truckers, the grandmas and the cops. Oh, what's your hurry, son? It's just that I'm on my way to Little Rock. Get ready, trouble's on his way. Only thinking about you every night and every day. Tell all your other lovers, forget about the past. Ain't even gonna worry, cause this time it's gonna last. I'm coming round the corner, ain't even gonna knock. Hey, pretty baby, here comes your daddy down the Little Rock. Hey, Little Rock. Little Rock. I was laughing as I was singing that because I was thinking about how I wrote that song. I have some very specific memories about the night that I started writing that song, and some of which I just can't share here. But a little bit of it I'll tell you. I was doing a gig in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Was it Dave's on Dixon? I don't think that's there anymore, but pretty big rock club. I don't know, 500-600 seat rock club. And I had my first show in Fayetteville, and I think we had like 8 people at the gig. And I think Pat Green had been there the night before and had sold it out, and the promoter was telling me this, and anyway, I was feeling pretty bad about myself, and I had a black eye from a situation earlier in the day, a really embarrassing situation, and I remember doing the show, and there was a girl there who was on acid, and she just stood at the front row. I mean, in the front, there was only 8 people, and like 3 of them were standing up front. And this girl was there just chasing butterflies, grabbing stars. Just doing this. And anyway, it's just one of those shows, one of those nights where none of it makes sense, and it's hard to be optimistic about the future. But anyway, the set was over, and I did something I rarely do, which is I went in and I started writing that song. So anyway, I'll tell the whole story someday when my parents aren't watching. Speaking of my parents, hey Mom and Dad. My dad this week had his 75th birthday, January 3rd, and my mom had to go into the hospital and get some procedures and some tests done that I know she was real worried about and were very uncomfortable, and so I'm glad she's out and has made it out of there. And I got your Christmas gift, my birthday gift today. My birthday is on Saturday, January the 9th. Richard Nixon and Jimmy Page and Joan Baez, I think, are maybe Dave Matthews, my January 9th people. Anyway, my parents sent me a Christmas present, and I got that today, so thank y'all. All right. Let's see. I had some kind of plan here. Let's see what it was. I'm gonna do I'm gonna try this here. This is my wife will come in a little while and join me, but before she does, I'm gonna play this. This is a song that she and I wrote together, and it was about the beginning of our relationship. Let's see if I can remember it here. Avenue and 87th Street. My heart was racing when I got the word that we would meet. Ah, baby, it was a beautiful thing. A summer thunderstorm, we had to run and hide. An empty phone booth, a tangled up and stop in town. Ah, baby, it was a beautiful thing. The world stopped turning every time I heard you call my name. I had a feeling that nothing's gonna be the same. That size 2 pencil skirt, riding up your thigh, back of a taxi cab. Good Lord, you blew my mind. Oh, baby, it was a beautiful thing. Tell you, but I think we might have caused a scene. Let them all stay, 'cause you really don't matter to me. Yeah, you've been living like a queen for a long time. Darling, could I be your king? Would you be my bride? You were a bon vivant, I was a libertine. We lit a fire like neither one of us had ever seen. Oh, baby, it was a beautiful thing. Then came the 12th of May, it was a grand affair. You wore the perfect dress and everyone we loved was there. Oh, baby, it was
whole thing. One of these days I'm going to practice more. And, yeah. Anyway, that didn't quite come off like I hoped, but I hope y'all will forgive me. Again, there's no cover charge, so take that for what it's worth. All right, how we doing, everybody? Good, I hope. Let's see. I have one more nip here while I think about what I'm going to do. I see some of y'all noticed my Core Blonde t-shirt. I decided to mix it up tonight. I'm not doing my monk sweatshirt, and I'm not doing a denim. I'm wearing a t-shirt by one of my friends, Core Blonde and the Hurtin' Albertans, and this is one that I got on tour with him back in 2005. I met Corb in a poker game up in Dauphin, Manitoba around 2003 or 4. And we sort of hit it off, and we both liked cards and history and guitars, and he invited me up to do a tour with him, and he was just starting to break pretty big. And so we had a really good time running around the country of Canada. And then I invited him down to Texas, and we did some shows together in the States, and we sort of traded off tours for a while. And then the last time I went out with him, I was always in January, which was problematic. It was very cold with lots of snow, and these Texas boys didn't really know how to do that. But it was fun. I got to play hockey arenas and just really great crowds up there. And so I don't know. It's 17 years now we've been buddies. It's interesting to think. I guess that's just what happens as time goes on and you get older, but I've been spending a lot of time thinking about, I had a friend today, a very good friend, who sent me my headshot from 2002, and I was thinking about Corb from 2003, and just people that I have known for a long time, and it just seems like yesterday when we first met, and but yeah, I guess time doesn't stand still. Anyway, but Corb put out a great record this year, right in the middle of a pandemic, and I don't think it got its fair due. So a lot of y'all are probably Corb fans already and have heard it, but if you haven't, go check it out. It's really great, and our buddy John Evans produced it. So there's that. And speaking of John Evans, I'm going to do a song that he and I wrote together. And it's called Turn Loose the Horses. When life goes wrong, it feels like too much pain. Surely broken hearts are gonna love again. Who cares if your world's a little torn around the seams? Just think about your favorite pair of faded blue jeans. On and on about things gone wrong. Cry to everyone with the same old song. Poor tortured souls trying to pay their dues, and life's no fun when dreams don't come true. Turn loose all the horses and watch them run, and take time to take in the setting sun. Throw back a keeper just to watch him swim. Forgive your enemies and love your friends. Down at a winding road, I needed rest and a place to go. I'm so tired of this running round. a flying high and a falling down. I'm gonna leave these blues behind, for some other fool to find. He won't care and I don't mind. I can't lose what was not mine. Turn loose all the horses and watch them run, and take time to take in the setting sun. Throw back a keeper just to watch him swim, but forgive your enemies and love your friends. Turn loose all the horses and watch them run, and take time to take in the setting sun. Throw back a keeper just to watch him swim, but forgive your enemies and love your friends. Forgive your enemies and love your friends. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We have a winner, it looks like. I asked y'all if you share the show on Facebook or like it and follow me on YouTube, that you can have a chance to win my What It Is record. And the first winner is Lydia Manuel Smith. Lydia Manuel Smith. So Lydia, congratulations. And we'll announce a second winner here shortly, so it's not too late to get in on that. And yeah, this record I did here in Nashville. My wife Allison co-produced it along with Brad Jones, who did my Trouble in Mind and KMAG YOYO records. And anyway, it was just fun. We had a great time making it. So Lydia, thanks for sharing the show, and yeah, I really appreciate it. I like giving away these records every week. I told some of y'all I found a box of Trouble in Mind, and we've been giving away a bunch of those lately. And I have even a few KMAG YOYO, which we'll probably do at some point. And these are limited edition. These are 10th anniversary limited edition vinyl KMAG YOYOs, which we'll do that next week. Or let's do one this week. I don't know. It's only money. These are pretty choice. Like Trouble in Mind vinyl are hard to get for me through Universal. But this in particular, because it was a limited edition, so there's just not that many of these. I think I have 10 of them. I've been saving them. So we'll do one more later on in the show. So just go ahead and share the show on Facebook, and Callan will pick out a winner for us, or on YouTube, or just call your friends up, and we'll give away a signed copy of KMAG YOYO. So there's that. I'll play a song off that record. Actually, why don't we just do a couple songs off of it? Let's do the title track. This is another one that I wrote with John Evans and Scott Davis, my old guitar player. It was like this. Well, my daddy joined the Air Force, said it was a good source. Danger loving money, but it only led to divorce. Ended up in Abilene, working at a Dairy Queen. Put me in the Army, dated 117. Here I am standing in the desert with a gun. Thought of going AWOL, but I'm too afraid to run. So I got myself a new plan, stealing from the Taliban. Make a little money, turning poppies into heroin. Sergeant didn't like it, so they put me in a hole. Said it's easy shooting when they don't know where to go. Threw me on a lily pad, sent me home to NORAD. I knew I'd be in trouble, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. back, met me on the tarmac. I told him I was sorry, but I ain't ever going back. He said, you ain't in trouble, son, learn to fight without a gun. A new assignment, now you're working for the Pentagon. Gonna take a trip, wouldn't tell me what it's for. You gotta serve your country, gonna help us win the war. MIT, PhDs, night and day the test of me. Ain't what I was thinking, but I'm being all that I can be. I ain't no genius, but I knew it wasn't right. Uppers in the morning and the LSD at night. Send me off to deep space, help them win the arms race. Well, I'm the almighty, but the stuff has got a funny taste. I think I hear the countdown, 100 feet above the ground. Told me when I'm leaving, but nothing about it coming down. Sitting on a bad dream, 1,000 tons of gasoline. Ain't leaving nothing but some rubble in my slipstream. Mama always said I should be even for the moon. She never would've guessed I'd be passing by soon. How the hell did I get here? Blasting through the atmosphere. Drop the rocket boosters and I'm shifting into high gear. But we on the system, bottle on my knee. I'm strong, ain't got nothing on me. Hey ho, here we go, KMAG, YOYO. Someone wanna give me, gotta come up with a sun. I think I see a bright light, something about it ain't right. I lay down in a spaceship, I woke up in a firefight. I'm tripping from the morphine, I came down in a bad scene. God don't let me die, I ain't even 19. I won't ever ask you love for anything again. I swear it on the Bible, the Torah, Quran. I'm lying in a round track, about to have a heart attack. IED got to me, someone called the medevac. I need some fixing up to where it is I've been. Never gonna go and try and shoot a gun again. Stepping out the back door, gonna join the Peace Corps. Tell me I'm a hero now, someone else can fight this war. Alright, KMAG YOYO. So we'll give that away in just a couple minutes. And I'm reading some of the comments here. Jim Ray Cobb says this is his 35th show in a row. Thank you, Jim Ray. That's amazing. Lionel Estrada says we rocked this song in a rockabilly band I was in. That's our favorite to play. That'd be. I would love to hear that, a rockabilly version of that. Yeah, let's see. Barb Steinberg says I'm playing KMAG YOYO on my radio show on Sunday. Cool. I appreciate that. Man, it means so much to me that you guys are here. It's really incredible to me, incredibly humbling. I'm blown away. I had no idea what this would turn into. I had no idea when the pandemic hit. I was on tour in Seattle with Anders Osborne. We were just starting a tour. We played one show in Tacoma, and then we just had to go home. I'd flown out to Seattle and had to fly right back home. And you know, like a lot of people, it's like, this is going to be 2 weeks, a month, I don't know. But I figured I'd be back to work at some point. And I wasn't, really. And we've been able to find this and Patreon, and it's just been incredible. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. I want to do a song here. Speaking of Patreon, I've got, you might have seen pre-show and post-show, we'll do it again, there's a calendar that shows all the stuff that I do on Patreon, my schedule. So, for those of y'all aren't familiar with it, I release a new song every month that's exclusive to Patreon. Nobody else hears those recordings, and the songs you hear beforehand and after were originally Patreon recordings. And then I also do things like, I have these series like What's Hayes Going On About, which is, I take songs of mine that I've written and talk for a really long time about them, kind of do a deep dive into, you know, what the inspiration was, what the stories are behind it, and last month's song was Long Way Home for that. And then I have another thing called Memorabilia Mondays, where I pull out pieces of memorabilia from my career and talk about those, tell the stories behind them.
And then the third thing that I do is called Songs I Love. And I just pick a song, some of my favorite songs, the most influential songs for me, and play them and talk about why they're so important. And this week, the song that I did was by Kenny Rogers. And I want to do it for you now. This was the first tape I had was Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits. I had one of those portable tape recorders, cassette recorders. You just kind of, I guess you have to be of a certain generation to know what I'm talking about. But I was like 7 years old, and I would sit under the stairwell and listen to these songs. And it wasn't Lady or Islands in the Stream that did it for me, but there were these story songs that just slayed me. They were The Gambler, Lucille, which I played on this show before, and Coward of the County. And those songs, I can remember so vividly feeling the range of emotions from those songs. Because you had pain and death and betrayal and wisdom and life advice and infidelity and struggle and violence and all of this stuff wrapped into these stories, these perfectly written songs with killer hook choruses, like just undeniable choruses. So as a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, I could get so into that, and not only as just a music fan, but you know, these stories, they were like movies in my head, and I know they were for millions of people. So it's cool to think about, you know, the things that really influenced you, and that really turned me on to story songs. And so Kenny Rogers is another one, another great that we lost this year, or last year, and yeah, so I'll try and do a version of this here. This is one that always stuck with me. It's called Coward of the County. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. Tommy was just 8 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. He said, "Son, my life is over, yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble when you can. I don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Son, I sure hope that you can understand. You don't have to fight to be a man." There's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. Oh, in her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day when Becky was working, and them Gatlin boys came calling, they took turns at Becky, and there was 3 of them. When Tommy opened up the door, he saw his Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached up on the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture. As the tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done.
Walk away from trouble when you can. Oh, it don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Son, I sure hope that you can understand. You don't have to fight to be a man. When Tommy walked into the bar and Gatlin boys was laughing, one of them stood up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." But you could have heard a pin drop as Tommy stopped and locked the door. Yeah, 20 years of backing down was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let them have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky," as he watched the last one fall. I heard him say, "I promised you, Dad, not to do the things you've done. I walked away from trouble when I can. I hope you don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek. And I sure hope that you can understand. Sometimes you gotta fight when you're a man." Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Well, hey.
Hey.
We have a visitor, everybody. Surprise, surprise. Miss Allison Moore has come all the way from the regular house.
The regular, well,
Regular
but
house.
I'm in just my writing.
Come on, darling.
Yeah.
You say that. You look beautiful.
I look like,
Oh, stop.
well, anyway. I, yeah, just been hunkered down all day, so.
Allison's been writing songs, hunkered down all day, and yeah. It's glad to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just playing Kenny Rogers.
Playing, singing about those, them Gatlins?
Them Gatlin boys.
Yeah. They were,
They were rough. Yeah.
Tommy came through.
Tommy, man, I used to get so fired up. I still get
He
fired up
could
hearing it.
take a lot, but not Becky's honor.
Don't mess with Becky.
Yeah, Becky's
Yeah,
honor must be defended.
yeah. Powerful stuff. Well, yeah, 2021. We're just trying to get through this. I've been.
Get through what? The show?
Yeah, I'm not firing on all cylinders tonight. I'm glad you're here. You can probably help save me, get the train back on the tracks.
Well, what's happened to Mr. Carl?
I don't know. I just, every week is different. Some weeks it's like laser focused, and some weeks I can't remember my own name. This is somewhere in between. We're doing okay, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I just feel nervous. Last week was so
You had a big
emotional
yeah.
and like
Yeah, that was
such a thing. It's hard to recreate that.
Yeah, well, you can't. You shan't.
I shan't. I shall not.
Nor should you. That's the thing about live performance.
Yeah. No, everyone's different. Every show's different.
Well, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just, been doing what I usually do this time of year.
Yeah.
Just make lots of soup and
You're right.
stay real busy if John Henry's not here. So he's gone back to school, and I'm just trying to get through a bit of that.
Mm-hmm. You had a beautiful show this Sunday.
Thank you.
It reminds me,
before I forget, next Sunday, Allison does a show every other Sunday called Soul Soothing Sunday Songs. Next Sunday she will not be performing, but I will be. I'm going to go on our friend Mary Gaucher's show on Sunday afternoon. I think 2 or 3 o'clock. 2 or 3.
2 Central.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought 2 or 3 was the time, right? 2 or 3 o'clock. 2 Central on Mary Gaucher's pages and channels and stuff. So that'll be a lot of fun. Get to play some songs, talk with Mary, and I know y'all are very close. And I've written some a beautiful song. Have you written more than one song with her?
No.
I wrote one song with her as well years ago. Anyway, would you sing a song with me?
I would love to.
Okay.
Which one do?
I wanted to Take Me Away.
Okay.
But I also want to do. Let's start with this.
All right.
I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. It seems I spent all my life searching for that four-leaf clover.
Yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbow. And honey, I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. And honey, I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
Chasing my rainbows. Honey, I love you too. And that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe.
That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. Honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. Honey, I love you too. And that's the way love goes. All right. Very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
We were walking down. No, you were walking. Sorry, I get my stories mixed up. You were walking down in New York, down the street, and somebody. You should just tell the story.
No, it's funny. This is something that's funny. What sticks with you, from your experiences. I was walking down the street in New York one day. I was on my way to pick up my son from school. And I met this gentleman coming this way. And he just looks me up and down and he said, "Very nice, very nice." He could have been hallucinating. I don't know.
He might have been.
He might have been looking at a bird.
Well, we were talking about hallucination earlier. I was talking about.
You were?
Yeah.
Well,
That and New York City.
it's January.
Yeah, it's January. I played Beautiful Thing. I tried to. I'm totally butchered it.
What happened?
I don't know. I hadn't practiced it in a while. And there's that other time where we were walking. It was you, me, and John Henry in New York City, and the guy walks up and he goes, "What did he say?"
Spider-Man?
He goes, Superman.
Superman, Wonder Woman, and Spider-Man Jr.
Spider-Man Jr.
So we often refer to John Henry as Spider-Man Jr. Or sometimes Flipper, because he loves to swim so much. He's just always in the water somehow.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Spider-Man Jr. is a good one. So I got him Spider-Man pajamas. It's pretty fun. Pretty good.
Spider-Man Jr.
Pretty good.
Well, I got a text from our really good friend Tracy Thomas today, who, that's another thing I was talking about is time passing by. I was telling about the text from Tracy, and I was wearing my Corp shirt, who I met in 2003, and I met Tracy in 2002. You probably met her before that. Mm-hmm. But just talking about how quickly,
98, something like that.
Yeah,
I've known her a long time.
Just talking about how quickly time goes by. And it seems like lately I guess this happens with everybody in life at a certain point, but like lately those things have been happening where it reminds me of, wow, I've known this person for this long, or this event was, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And I just feel like that's been happening a lot lately.
Yeah. Well, Kenny and I were working today. I've known Kenny for 25 years. Mm-hmm. I think. I know we started working together. We did our first recordings together in early 97. So I've known him, this year will be 25 years. I think we met in 96.
I was just finishing junior high.
When I started pre-production for my first record. Yeah. Well,
on my second record, R.S. Field, another mutual friend of ours, had the bright idea to ask Allison Moore to come sing with me on the record. And little did I know at that time that 16 years later, or 17 years later, we would be here together.
And I'd still be sitting here in a turtleneck and no makeup.
Yeah.
It'd be the same. That's what he always says. You were wearing a sweater.
Yeah, no makeup.
No makeup.
Yeah. I remember it well.
I do have on some lips.
Well, me too.
I can't be lying. I can't be trying to say I'm not wearing makeup.
Rain beating down on a midnight moon. Oh baby, I'll be leaving soon. Take me away. The winds are howling like an old freight train. Oh babe, these are the winds of change. Take me away. 'Cause I've been sitting on the front porch watching the world go round. Through the eyes of a fool, they hit like a rock, my whole world tumbling down. Rain beating down midnight moon. Oh baby, I'll be leaving soon. Take me away.
before the flood. You rough cut diamond in the Mississippi mud. Take me away. Well, I'm a two-time loser with my guitar and my gun. You're a mover and a shaker and a lover in the sun. Take me away. 'Cause I've been sitting on the front porch watching the world go round. Through the eyes of a fool, they hit like a rock, my whole world tumbling down. Rain beating down on a midnight moon. Oh baby, I'll be leaving soon. Take me away. Take me away. Woo!
Those were the days. What?
Baby, you still got it. You still.
Excuse?
I mean, clearly, but I mean, you still have it. I mean,
You still have it for me.
I still get tongue-tied.
Wow.
And my heart goes a pitter-patter.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, thank you for coming and singing with me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Are you done with me?
Well,
I'll get back to the kitchen.
yeah, I think I am.
You done? Get back in the kitchen, woman.
Get back in the kitchen. Go cook up.
Don't you say. Because somebody could record it and get a clip and put it on the internet and you'd be woman hating Hayes. Don't do it. Be trying to keep me down.
Woman hating Hayes.
We can't have that rumor started.
No.
There are enough of rumors about you.
Are there?
Yeah.
I don't pay attention, but all right, if you say
Okay.
so. All right, let me.
They know. They know. The rumors. They know all about them. They probably participated in some of them.
It is funny. I don't know what rumors there are about me, but sometimes after a show, if the dressing room is not particularly isolated, I can hear people talking, and so I can overhear the conversations. They don't know I can hear. It's interesting. So thank you, baby. I love you.
You should travel with a trunk full of sage.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Callan is going to pick me out another winner for KMAG YOYO, but first of all, we have a winner for the What It Is record, Curtis Snell. Curtis, you, congratulations. I'm going to mail this to you. I'm going to sign it, make it out to you, and mail it to you. Thank you for liking the show and sharing the show. And then now we just have this left. We're going to give this away. Callan's going to go through and pick somebody that has shared the show, and we'll send that out to them. And yeah, so I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Let's see. I feel like I had some ideas about things. I was going to do this here. Somebody requested this last week, and I didn't have a chance to get to it, but we'll do it now. If you're nobody's business or your front page news, a folk rock country or Delta blues, tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song. Yeah, hitchhiking, bus riding, rental cars, living rooms, coffee houses, rundown bars. 10,000 people alone under the stars. It's all for the sake of the song. And there's a man who wrote your cheating heart. Now he's lying through his tooth, and he plays it on a stolen harp that's soaked in 100 proof. And there's the one who might be happy, but for the writer's curse, she lost the crowd's attention by the 42nd verse. It's the traveling salesman and the girl next door, from that empty room to the third encore. Less is less until more is more, and it's all for the sake of the song. Hey! Marquee, yeah, he's the son of some well-known, and his father bought the tour bus so he could strike out on his own. And there's the brooding contradiction, yeah, he's holding Van Gogh's ear, and he's taped it onto his guitar, and hope someone will hear. And it's black berets and nudie suits, the next big thing, or getting back to your roots. High tops, flannels, or duct tape boots, and it's all for the sake of the song. Oh! There's the legend, yeah, there's the best that's ever been. And there's the voice of a generation who won't pass this way again. And there's record deals and train seals and puppets on a string. And we're all just trying to figure out what makes the cage bird sing. It's lights, camera, on with the show. Live time to get ready, now go, cat, go. Where it all ends, nobody knows, but it's all for the sake of the song. So if you're nobody's business, or your front page news, folk rock, country, or Delta blues, tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song. Okay, let's see. All right, we talked about Patreon a little earlier, and this is a song off of that only the patrons have heard. I guess I've played it before the show here sometimes, but this is one that I like a lot. It's a fairly recent tune, and yeah, it goes like this. Let's see. I guess I should remember how to You know what? I'm gonna skip that. I'll do a different one here. Oh, in alcohol's defense. Yeah, that's the title of it. Sorry. My whiskey's kicking in. As it does. I made it an hour and 20 minutes. So let's see. We're gonna do this here. And he says I'm sorry, babe. Last night was just the whiskey talking. You know how when I get to drinking, I can sometimes lose my head. And she pours out a coffee and smiles to keep from crying. Picks up an empty bottle, holds it up and says, in alcohol's defense, it's not the one that did the hurt. It just made you feel more certain about how you really think. Yeah, you just needed 90 proof to give me your 2 cents. That's how I see it. An alcohol's defense. So you see, I don't believe you when you say you didn't mean it. 'Cause last night you were certain, and you said so to my face. And now you stumble in here with alibis and bad excuses, blaming booze for what the truth is, trying to plead a losing case. So an alcohol's defense, it's not the one that did the hurt. It just opened up the curtain to show what you really think. Yeah, you just needed 90 proof to give me your 2 cents. That's how I see it. An alcohol's defense. Yeah, an alcohol's defense. It's not the one that did the hurt. And it just opened up the curtain to show what you really think. Those words don't come from nowhere. You had to feel that way to get there. And goddamn, it just ain't fair when you blame it on the drink. Yeah, you just needed 90 proof to give me your 2 cents. That's how I see it. An alcohol's defense. That's how it is. An alcohol's defense. I like that tune. That's one I wrote with Driver Williams, who plays guitar with Eric Church. Anyway, great songwriter. In times like these, everyone could use a hand. Instead we stand around losing ground, tearing down the promised land. And it's so hard to tell if this is heaven or hell, and I can never measure by degrees. But it's sure getting warm around here in times like these. And in times like these, do I really need a billionaire? Just taking on my time, trying to tell me how I treat him unfair.
Oh, then I have to pay as the home of the brave gets divided into them and the we. Oh, I find I'm losing my mind in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they here and they're not. Every day I'm getting better at losing something I haven't got. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep a little hope in my dreams. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. Times like these, I wish I had a place to hide. Instead of bringing it together, we're just widening the great divide. I hope and I pray at the end of the day that I can somehow get my troubles to ease. But I gotta say it's not looking good, not in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they here and they're not. I'm just trying to keep the world from turning me to something I'm not. And I'm gonna try to run till the whole thing's done, and I just hope I don't end up on my knees. But it's sure getting hard to stand up in times like these. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep it on my joie de vivre. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. I could use just a little bit of help in times like these. Yes, I could. I think we all could. All right, we have a winner. I just saw of the KMAG YOYO record. The winner is Theresa Marie. Theresa, congratulations. Thanks for sharing the show. Everybody else, thanks for trying. And I'll be giving away records every week we do this, so until I run out, which will happen at some point. But thank you, Theresa. I appreciate it. And so if y'all, the winners, just send Carll your address. She'll figure out a way to contact you. But I like this packaging. Inside here is the United States of America. It's this rambles through our country, an instructive geographical game for the young. Actually, I didn't even remember that, how we came up with that. But everybody that, so, you know, on the front I'm wearing this KMAG YOYO sweater. And everybody that performed on the record has a photo in here wearing the KMAG YOYO sweater. So here's Core Blonde. You can't see this. I wish I had a, well, that's just going to be blurry. Anyway, just take my word for it. That's Core Blonde wearing the sweater. Let's see. That is Carrie Ann Hurst from Shovels and Rope. That is Todd Snyder. He sings on this record with me. That's Bonnie Whitmore, who was, she didn't play bass on the record, but she played bass in my band for a while. And also, I think she sings on Chances Are, if I remember correctly. That's Ricky Ray Jackson, who played pedal steel and electric guitar on the record, and in my band for a long time. That's Kenny Smith, who was the drummer on the record and in my band for a long time. That's John Michael Sheff, who was the bass player and on the record and in my band for a long time. That's Scott Davis, who I went to high school with. I know this is ridiculous. I realize y'all can't actually see these people's faces, but Theresa Marie will when I mail this to her. Or maybe I'll have this. And then here's John Evans, who co-wrote a couple of the songs and actually kind of semi-produced one or two of the tracks. So anyway, congratulations, Theresa. I'll sign that and mail it out to you this week.
And let's do a song off that record. If I can remember all the words. Let's see, I probably need a nip. I hope y'all are doing all right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it at this point, but I might take some questions. And I've got a few songs actually that y'all might not have heard me play on this show before that I'm going to do here shortly. But first, let's do this. This is off that KMAG YOYO record, and it's better with a full band, but we'll see what we can do here. I got all night to remember you by. I got a half-pack bag and I wonder now. I said I love you, baby, till the day I die. Don't worry. It's just sometimes people get a little fed up, tired of not drinking from the loving cup. I gotta walk them on like a little bitty pup in a hurry. Yeah, it seems like every time I give my heart a couple good years and the bullshit starts, I did my best, honey, played my part. It's over. Now I'm sitting cross-legged in the heartache tree, knowing damn well you ain't thinking about me. Just a sad reminder of it used to be. I'm gone. We go down, 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 down. Our love just left this town. If I had a dream, I guess I sold it. If I had a secret, Lord, I told it. This here hand, I never thought I'd fold it, darling. Yeah, I paid my dues and I served my time. We had a good tune, but we never could rhyme. Put up a buck just to get back a dime. It's gone. I remember a time when the mood was right. You say go, we go all night. Now it's bitch and moan and fuss and fight. I'm tired, babe. If you're ever in trouble, honey, I'll be there. But I'd rather be one than a mournful pair. The blind can see that you don't care. I'm gone. And we go down, 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 down. Our love just left this town. I can't believe these things I said. I let a couple bad years go to my head. Without your love, I'll be old and dead. I'm sorry. It's getting hard to handle that lonesome sound. Goodbye, trouble, I'm homeward bound. You're the only good thing this old boy's found. I'm home. And we go down, 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 down. Our love is back in town. Here we go down, 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 down. The one good thing I found. That's fun for me. I get to pretend for a second that I know what I'm doing on this thing. I don't. But if you just go enough, maybe it you can get away with it. Okay, let's see. Oh, all right. So this is a song off my Little Rock record that I'm gonna do here that I don't think I've ever played on this show, on the 35 episodes we've done. And I'm sorry, before I forget, for those of y'all contributing to the show, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And if you don't know, you get a postcard sent to you if you leave your address. If you tip, on PayPal it does it automatically. On Venmo you got to write your address down. But you can go to my website. If you don't do this, we'll just send you the one we have this week, which is the one me sitting there in the bar, the very first one. But if you want to pick the one you want, these should have numbers by them. If you go to the website and you just write down the number, and we'll send you that card. And then if you tip over $30 or more, I'll send you tonight's set list. Or you can ask for last week's set list, whatever you want to do. Just write that down. So anyway, just wanted to make sure y'all knew what was happening. I see a lot of people are contributing to the show, which I really appreciate. I just want to make sure you get everything you got coming to you in the best way. So this is a song that I have not played on this show, and I don't play live. I mean, I probably haven't played it live in 10 years, at least. So I'm going to do it now. It's been a minute. This is called Leave Here Standing.
Take me down that road again. I've been there once before, my friend. It seemed I lost everything, and I can't lose no more. Dreams are made for restless hearts. I should've known that from the start. Every lover plays their part, or the whole thing comes undone. And I know I'll leave it standing. That's just the way it's always been. I'm scared I close my eyes and then I'll never look on you no more. Oh, sweet angel, it's time to go. The summer rains are winter snow, and I just wanted you to know I miss you when you're gone. So take a breath and ease your mind. Go on and leave the past behind. There's some things you won't ever find when you're looking way too long. And I know I'll leave it standing. That's just the way it's always been. I'm scared I'll close my eyes and then I'll never look on you no more. I know I'll leave it standing. That's just the way it's always been. I'm scared I'll close my eyes and then I'll never look on you no more.
I felt good. I haven't done that in so long. It's weird, you know, certain songs, they just kind of come and go. And that's one that I used to play it early on. I mean, when I only had 2 records. And when Kim and Carroll from the Green Cards were my backing band, I had a lot of fun playing that song with them because Kim would just really tear it up on the mandolin. It felt like a thing. But it's just, it's never, I don't know, it's just one of those I retired for a long time. So anyway, that was fun to play. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let's see, I saw a question asking if last week's set list had been mailed out. The people that ordered the set list from last week's show. And the answer is yes, if it was ordered within 2 days of the show, I think. If you ordered it Tuesday night or Wednesday, we send it to you. If not, it'll come out. It'll go next week with the next round of mail. So if you haven't gotten it, never fear. It's either on the way or will be this week. So let's see. Is Richey Lee something you would like to play? Jacques Towner asks. Yes, Jacques, that is something I'd like to play. Let's see. I just like to play all kinds of songs. This is, I say this all the time. This is my one night of the week to play music for people. That's kind of what I do. So yes, just let's do it. It's also my night of the week to connect with people. I see folks here and there, but not with the frequency that I would like. And so this is my social gathering of the week, and it feels good. It feels really good. And like a regular social gathering, when I haven't been doing regularly, I'm socially awkward, I feel like. But anyway, I hope that's okay and y'all will accept me as I am. So here's to you. I'm going to play Richey Lee for Jacques. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's either Jake or Jacques. All right. Richey Lee was his father's boy, a big, loud, hard drinking bundle of joy, a walking laugh wrapped up in corduroy. But Richey couldn't do no wrong. He grew up with a fast running crowd, good bunch of boys, just a little too loud. You can't fault a man for being proud. And Richey kept rolling on. He spent his days in a rock and roll band, telling jokes, a guitar in his hand, trying hard to meet every demand of all of those late night shows. Whiskey drunk on a Saturday night, she caught his eye coming out of the light. Halfway there he had to get in a fight, but back home that's just the way it goes. The strange days will leave you in wonder, and good times they don't always stay. True love, it'll shake you like thunder, but old friends just fade away. Summertown, the river again, the fishing poles and a $2 grin. Man, I ain't ever gonna laugh like that again, falling right to ground. We count the miles down to New Orleans, borrowed cash and faded blue jeans, couple of boys looking for Cajun queens, thinking we own the town. But we all left to find work around. Yeah, even wild ones, they slowed down. And Richey felt like he was coming unwound. He got tired of playing the game. Liquor bottles piling up before noon. Richey said he just needed some room. We all felt the end coming way too soon, and man, that's an awful shame. The strange days will leave you in wonder,
good times, they don't always stay. And true love, it'll shake you like thunder. But old friends just fade away. Hey, old friends just fade away. All right. Well, everybody, thank y'all for sticking around. I saved a surprise for y'all, that the hardcore listeners who stuck around till the end. And here it is. You ready? Boom. I keep forgetting to put that up there. And that's really important, because without that, I mean, this just a guy in his house playing songs. That's a professional show right there. With a thing. It's a whole thing. All right. Well, thanks for that request. I appreciate it. Let's see. Funny woman can come on so wild and so free. Yet insist I don't watch her undress, or watch her watch me. Then stand by my bed and shiver as if she were cold. Just to lie down beside me and touch me as if I were gold. Love can't make up for 6 nights alone. I'd rather have one than none at all, Lord, 'cause I'm flesh and bone. Sometimes it seems she ain't worth the trouble at all. She could be worth the world if just somehow you could touch her at all. Right or wrong, a woman can own any man. She can take him inside her home, his soul in her hand, and then leave him as weak and as weary as a newborn child, fighting to get his first breath and open his eyes. One night of love can't make up for 6 nights alone. I'd rather have one than not at all, Lord, 'cause I'm flesh and bone. And sometimes it seems that she ain't worth the trouble at all. She could be worth the world if somehow you could touch her at all. Yeah, she'd be worth the world if somehow you could touch her at all. All right. Somebody asked, Cindy asked if it was my birthday. No, Cindy, it's not. It's my dad's birthday on the 3rd, and it's my birthday on the 9th on Saturday. So it's early birthday, yes. Thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate it. Okay, everybody. Well, I got a few more songs I want to play, and then we're going to get out of here. If y'all got any questions you want to ask, go ahead and fire them away, and I might be able to see them here. Let's see. Julie Larkin says, your guitar has such a rich tone. What kind and how old is it? Well, thank you, Julie. It's a Gibson J45.
And it's a 2002 model, and it's been through the wars. I bought it from Fuller's Vintage Guitars in Houston, Texas, the day before I recorded my first record, which was in Willie Nelson's studio at Pedernales, Texas. Yeah, I mean, I don't play as many shows. Well, clearly I don't play as many shows now as I used to. But even before the pandemic, I've kind of slowed down. But there was a time in my life where I was doing 200 plus shows a year. I played a lot. And so, by my math, I imagine I've done probably 3,000 shows on this performances with this guitar, at least. I think it's probably on the low side. It has served me very well, and I've been playing it since 2002. Gibson was very generous, and they gave me another one. It's the same guitar, Gibson J45, and it's a backup in case something happens with this one. But nothing really happens with this one. It's a workhorse. And over here is my Alvarez 12-string, which is the first guitar I ever owned. My parents got it for me when I was 15. And then here's a couple of electrics, a baritone and a just regular electric. But this is really what I played 98% of my everything on. So thank you for the question and for the compliment. Let's see, one day after Elvis. Yes, my birthday is one day after Elvis. If Alexa is still in the house, ask her to remind you to post the side rail panel. That's a good idea, but I gave Alexa to my parents for Christmas. That was my Christmas present. So a lot of y'all know there's been a bit of an issue with Alexa. I had to kick her out of the house, or Allison kicked her out of the house, out of the bedroom, because she was getting a little too flirty. And so I brought her back here, and I don't think the idea of me being alone with Alexa went over that well either. So I gave Alexa to my parents, and my parents I think they're having big fun with her. They didn't know such a thing existed, and so I think they've been asking it real deep questions, like what's the meaning of life, just to see what Alexa has to say. Pete Pugh says, really looking forward to seeing you live at the Kessler later this year. Thanks, Pete. I hope that happens. I'm really looking forward to it too. The Kessler is one of my favorite rooms in the country. And sorry. I happen to have a t-shirt right here. Kessler Theater, Dallas, Texas. Same guy runs the Heights Theater in Houston. Both great clubs, great venues. So I hope we can get back to playing music live soon. Let's see, Pam's Rave Hall was wondering if I guess I said if you ordered a set list. No, you didn't have to specifically order a set list, Pam. If you tipped over $30, you automatically got that week's set list sent to you starting last week. So should be all good. And if you haven't received it yet, you will soon. All right, let's do a couple more here. What song did you write with Mary Gaucher, and any chance you could play it? Bob Lloyd asks. Bob, thanks for the question. I wrote a song called Snake Bit, which was the first track on, I can't remember the name of the record, but it's a really cool song. I mean, it's very heavy and dark. It was like, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, what have I done? One hand is wrapped around the finger, da 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 da, and another hand is wrapped around the handle of a gun. Pretty dark, heavy song, but a cool one, I thought. So, all right, okay, everybody. Well, let's wrap this up. Thank you. Cheers for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see how we want to end this. I think I'll end with this song. I forgot to mention, I'm going to start making the last show of every month an all request show. I enjoyed the last show so much, hearing your requests and your dedications and stuff, that I'm going to try and do that once a month. So the last show of this month will be an all request show. I'll put up a place to send a request in before that happens. And yeah, so I hope y'all are doing okay. It has been a challenging year. 2021 has already been challenging in some ways. I found out the other day I lost my Aunt Darlene. She passed away. Really fun woman. Somebody that had a really incredible spirit and was a lot of fun to be around. And she will be missed. So I hope that that wherever you are, that you can be in the moment and appreciate what you have, rather than think about what you don't have, and you can appreciate the people you do have and you've got, or that you've had the chance to have in your life at whatever point. And so we'll send this out to Darlene, and thank you everybody for listening. I really appreciate you. I love y'all, and it means the world to me that y'all are here and that you spent this time with me. So take care. We're going to tackle this week. It's going to be a good one, and I'll see you right back here, same bat time, same bat place, for episode 36 of Alone Together Tuesdays. And yeah, all right. Till then. Compass is in pieces and I don't know what I see, but I'm not sure it matters anyway, 'cause what it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. Just across the border from what I used to be, I still hear the slamming of the door. And the future holds a promise that it doesn't have to keep, but it might not need keeping anymore. 'Cause what it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. Crashes, rearranges all the sand,
and puts another path in front of me. What it was is gone forever. What it could be, God only knows. And what it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. What it is right here in front of me, and I'm not letting go. All right, everybody, y'all take care of yourselves, be good, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next week. Please come back, spread the word, and until then, all the best. Take care. Adios. I looked down that winding road. I needed rest and a place to go. So tired of this running round, a flying high and a falling down. I'm gonna leave these blues behind before some other fool to find. He won't care and I don't mind. I can't lose what was not mine. Turn loose all the horses and watch them run, and take time to take in the setting sun. And throw back a keeper just to watch him swim. But forgive your enemies and love your friends. Too much pain. Surely broken hearts are gonna love again. Who cares if your world's a little worn around the seams? Just think about your favorite pair of faded blue jeans. On and on about things gone wrong. Cry to everyone with the same old song. Poor tortured souls trying to pay their dues. And life's no fun when dreams don't come true. So turn loose all the horses and watch them run, and take time to take in the setting sun. But throw back a keeper just to watch him swim. But forgive your enemies and love your friends. But turn loose all the horses and watch them run, and take time to take in the setting sun. But throw back a keeper just to watch him swim. But forgive your enemies and love your friends. Forgive your enemies and love your friends.